Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. This video we're going to talk about this presidential dollar coin, Grover Cleveland, who was the 22nd president of the United States. He was president from 1885 until 1889, so he served just one term. Now this is going to be one of those videos where I talk more about the president himself and less about the coin, but let's start with some basics on these coins. These were part of the presidential dollar series. Unfortunately, they're not going to be worth more than face value unless you've got one that's in excellent uncirculated condition, or if you've got one of the famous error coins. The error coins were mostly concentrated in the first three presidential dollar coins that were released, and they had to do with missing edge inscriptions. So these coins were the first in a long time where the United States put edge inscriptions, letters on the edge of the coin. However, they did mess up some of those. Those were mostly concentrated on the first three. So once they got around to Mr. Grover Cleveland, the 22nd president of the United States, they had really gotten down the dollar coin making process to include that edge inscriptions. So, Grover Cleveland was the first Democratic candidate elected after the Civil War. Grover Cleveland was the only president to leave the White House and return for a second term 4 years later. He was also one of 9 children. He was born to a Presbyterian minister. Cleveland was born in New Jersey in 1837 and raised in upstate New York. As a lawyer in Buffalo, he became notable for a single-minded concentration. Running as a reformer, he was elected as mayor of Buffalo in 1881 and later governor of New York. He won the presidency in 1884 with a combined support of the Democrats and the Reform Republicans, known as the Mugwumps. That's quite the nickname right there, the Mugwumps. In June 1886, Cleveland married 21-year-old Frances Folsom. He was the only president to be married while at the White House, so that is rather interesting. I would imagine he was quite old at the time, and to be marrying a 21-year-old while in the White House must have been quite interesting at the time. As the 22nd president of the United States, Cleveland vigorously pursued a policy bearing special favors to any economic group. He was also vetoed many private pension bills to Civil War veterans whose claims were fraudulent. He angered the railroads by ordering an investigation of Western lands that they had received by government grant, forcing them to return 81 million acres. So that is quite the accomplishment there. The railroad industry had to return 81 million acres to the United States government, which they had gotten fraudulently. Cleveland also signed the Interstate Commerce Act, which was the first law attempting to federally regulate the railroads. Running for re-election in 1888, he won the popular vote but lost the electoral vote and the presidency to his Republican opponent Benjamin Harrison. So Grover Cleveland has something in common with Hillary Clinton in that he won the popular vote but lost the Electoral College and also lost to his Republican opponent. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was a rather quick one, rather short kind of informational video about Grover Cleveland. I'll have some more coin-centric videos coming up shortly on this channel, but figured I'd mix this one in as a fun kind of option for those who need a little bit of break from the intense coin videos. So hopefully you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about this guy right here, Grover Cleveland. Enjoy, everyone. Take care.